All right, guys, let's do this thing. It's me, a knife, and a box. So let's see what's in here.
And now, your mama knows. One, two, three, four.
Check it out, guys. It's the Glap controller. Let's see if this thing does the trick. Look, it says buff up. All right, so I guess this is supposed to be serious. Check it out. Cool carrying case. Okay. All right. Let's open it. All right, check it out. Okay. That's how you get this open. Got instructions. All right, let's see what's actually in here. Guys, so what's in there is a charger. So that's pretty cool. So already, I like the way that feels. My issue was the right palm. It was hard for me to reach the analog. So let's see. I kind of like the way that feels. Right? So the thing is, I'm trying to simulate the feeling of a controller when it's in your palm, you know? So this was the issue with this one, right? Look at my palm, the way it sits in my hand, and look at my finger. Like, that's so unnatural, right? So it's hard to hold and move this. This is my issue I had, like trying to use the right analog. But this seems like this might be good. Look, so this holder goes right in my palm, and I'm able to reach this pretty good. So I don't know. We'll see. Now here's a regular controller, for instance, right? And see. So, well, let's get into it. All right, so check it out. So this is me holding it, right, in my hand, and so far it feels kind of good. I'm gonna have to really see how it is when I'm playing a game, but it definitely feels better than holding this. Because again, like I said, look at my thumb. Like, that's hard, you know. This feels real comfortable. Kind of like this a little bit. But my finger's like this and not like this. So we're just got to see. Here's what's cool. There's a button on the back. So when you open it up, it just sits there. Now, I watched a lot of videos that said, again, like this says caution, because this thing, it looked like it could tear you up, but it feels really sturdy. Now remember, I got the Galaxy Fold. This phone is 7.3 inches, and yeah, look at that. Definitely fits. And the best thing about this is when you open it up, it stays open until you hit that button. So that I like. Versus something like this, when you open it up, it always wants to come back. And there you go. So snug. I don't know. This feels good. I mean, the R2 and R1 and L1 feels a little weird. The placement of it. Let's see. Yeah, feels strange. But I guess we'll just have to see. So I'm going to turn this on. Let you guys see what it looks like on here. It's a nice premium look. And also these analog sticks are pressure sensitive. So when you click on them, like if you're just playing a racing game, and you put a little pressure, it gives a little gas. And so that is pretty cool. It's premium. This thing was $100 as opposed to this, which was, I believe, $65. So this is a little more premium. Look at the D-pad. D-pad's not bad at all. And the buttons are a little bigger too. So here's another thing about this. Look how small the buttons was on here. And look at the regular buttons on the controller. And they're about the same size on here. So this is really trying to give you that controller feeling. So I'm going to fire this thing up and we're going to see. But we got all type of buttons. I'm assuming it's going to be a start, select, and take a picture button and a home button. So I'll get it going and we'll see. Alright guys, so check this out. I wanted to show you in real world time because I've been playing this for a while and here's my issues. Oh man, I thought this was going to work out because of the sides right here. Like my main issue on the Game Sir was the right analog. I felt like I didn't have padding for my palm to sit into. But here's the issue. Oh man, this analog placement is really bad. It's too high up, and typically your hands would be like this. Your thumbs would be in the corner holding the analog. Why, I don't know, but they made it go straight up, right? Now, I guess I could kind of get used to that. It'll take a while trying to practice, right? You're watching me use it. But it's so awkward that my thumb goes straight up. I guess where the padding's at, and it's in my palm, and it goes straight up like that, and not curved. I think the way controller should be, it should be curved a little bit, right? But it's straight up. Like for instance, me personally, I would have put this analog stick where the face buttons are. So then my thumb placement would have came over like this, right? Then it would have felt natural. But instead, it's straight up. That's weird. Then my issue is my finger now is cramped up when I want to press the face buttons. So often when I'm playing, real quick, I put my finger down, my thumb, and I end up hitting the B button and not hitting the A button. So it's weird because of the placements. The worst thing ever, so watch this. I'm zooming in, shooting, is the back buttons. Oh man, it's really hard to press the back buttons. I don't know why they made the placement up like that, but it's very hard. It's actually worse than the Game Sir. The Game Sir only had that one issue, which was their right analog. But this, like, look, I feel like I'm getting dizzy. Oh, here we go. All right, so you're gonna see me actually. What you want? What you want? So that right there was hard. Just a flashbang them. Ah, damn it. Yeah, it's hard to control. The analog placements are very bad. The D-pad placement is very bad. The back button placement is really, really bad. Maybe if you have like really big hands, it might work. But look how my finger goes straight up. That's just, it should be over like this. But let's do this. Let's jump in another game and see how it feels on that, because this is a first-person shooter where I'm dependent on holding the back buttons and shoot, and it's not going to be easy. So hold on. Check this out, guys. I'm in Marvel Avengers, which is my favorite game, so I play it a ton. So I'm going to be able to tell you how this feels for sure. But look at this. They got the Red Room event going on right now, which is pretty much what's going on in the movie theaters for the Black Widow movie. So I think that's pretty cool. So here's her outfit from the movie in the game. Anyways, so let's jump in. So the face buttons I'm using. All right, so moving around. And it's weird because my finger placement is messing me up. I'm pressing the wrong buttons. I mean, obviously you could train yourself so you'll get used to it. You know, when we first put a controller in our hands, it was new. But look at this. To press the back buttons is a little hard for me. Like, it's just... man, this controller is just off. For me to... So, when I tried to shoot, and then I wanted to stop shooting and roll out the way, my fingers, where I had to switch and go to, is just not natural. Also, a weird thing is, I think the analogs are too high. I think the placement of analogs should have been lower. It's just, I don't know, guys. It's just bad placement on their part for the buttons. Like, I'm having a hard time shooting enemies, right? And then being able to switch and roll real quick. That shouldn't be hard to do, but it is. And it's because the way the analogs sit, right? So if I'm trying to shoot like this, okay, then trying to move out the way, punch and attack. There's a lot going on. And because these buttons are raised up high, it makes it hard to reach. Because this analog is raised up high, it makes it hard to reach. And especially because the face buttons are down the way they are, because this is, it's just hard, guys. Oh, and then one last thing. The start and select buttons are both on the same side. Typically on a controller, one's on the left, one's on the right. But as you see, here's the select button, which is at the top. All right. And the start button is at the bottom. So these buttons over here is select and start. I'm not sure what these buttons are. One makes you go out of the game, so it totally pulls you out. I guess that's supposed to be the home key, but it brought me all the way out. And the other one, when I press it, it doesn't do anything. So I'm not sure. All right, guys, this was really quick for me to figure out. I just can't mess with this. Here's the issue. PlayStation controller, right? And the Stadia controller, right? Both analogs would be side by side, right? Even if we throw in the GameSir, right? Same thing. The GameSir controller, they will all be around the same area, right? Then we throw in the Glap controller, right? Let's just look at it with the PlayStation. See? All the controllers, analogs will be down here, and this is up here. I kept often hitting this and not A, right? I had to actually look, because if you look at it placed like this is, because your analogs are way down here and your analogs are way up here, it just makes your finger, when you try to find them, right? It's just off. If it was me, I would have took this analog and put it right here in an angle. Then it would have been like this right here. And I would have took these buttons right here and then put them up here. That would have been perfect. I don't know why they didn't do that. Because this is natural, right? See, look at the distance. My thumb is just going to the left. Okay? And the buttons are right here. And I could do everything feel like so easy. But up here, look at my finger. It goes up vertically instead of on here horizontally. Look how easy my fingers are to hit these. Easy, 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 easy. This, it's just weird. Look, my finger, like, it's just not natural. It's hard to do. This is too, like, high, right? You take this and go here. It's, no. Look how hard it is for me to reach these. It's literally like hurting my hands to do that. That's what I seen in another review. Somebody said they don't know why they put the back buttons up so high. So the only thing I can say is, in theory, I thought it was going to be way better than the GameSir, but it's not at all. And it costs more. Maybe if you have really big hands, this might work. But the button placements are just not good. From the face buttons to the analog sticks to the back buttons. Like, everything to me is just off. I thought because this part you could see that goes into your palm was going to make this a viable option, because the GameSir just has like no cushion, no nothing that goes into your palm. But this is just, it's just so off. It's mainly because the analog sticks are up so high. And then also the back buttons are up so high. That just makes it very hard to control. So thanks, guys. I appreciate it. With that said, now your mama knows. Oh, and I'll also have the link so you can purchase this if you like and see for yourself in the description below.
And now your mama knows.